Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a while. I've been on maternity leave. As you would know by now, my husband and I were blessed with a beautiful baby girl. Her name is Tendai, and it means thankful to God. We are so thankful to God because of the joy she has brought into our lives. And it has been quite an interesting period adjusting to everything, finding out how to deal with a newborn, how to everything newborn. It is such an interesting experience. I'm so grateful for having some friends who are also in the same season as me, and we're going through this together and helping each other and asking each other, has yours cried, has this happened, has this what is, and now questions like what is the color of the poop have become normal questions. Yadi, it is such a roller coaster of a season, of a time. I have never been through anything like this, and I have been to hikes, long hikes. So I feel like this is such a new season for me. This is such an overwhelming season. At the same time, it is also such a crazy season. It is also an eye-opening season. It is a season where I'm changing. It is a season where a lot of things are happening, and I'm so grateful for all of you for your support. Those who've been texting and asking where we're unatutumia video lini. We are so grateful. So I just want to share a few things that I've learned in this season, a few things that are helping me cope in this season, and things that maybe we would help a new mom in the future, that if they want to know some things, this would be helpful. Yeah. In this new season, I am learning to give myself grace and to give those around me grace. Just to share a bit of my story, I had a C-section with to get my baby, and it was an emergency C-section. So I didn't want a C-section. I was like, I stuck a C-section, and then the doctor came and told us interesting things about baby. I'm like, just and then bam, now we had to go through a C-section, and that is a story for that day. The roller coaster of everything that happened in between when I'm laboring and I have to sign consent forms and go into the theater. Oh, it was crazy. But when I came home, one of my very good friends kept telling me, just give yourself grace, give yourself time to heal. Don't be in a hurry to get back with everything. And it is an interesting season to give yourself grace. And so I want to tell any new mom out there, or if you are a mom, if you've been a mom over and over again, give yourself grace, lots of grace. Imagine, just give yourself grace. Yes. Higher. Second thing I'm learning is that life changes so fast. One minute you're one way, the next minute you're a different way. One minute I was just young woman, the next minute I was pregnant, the next I was getting a child, and now I am a mom and I have to figure out so many things. But things change fast, that's what I mean. And so when things change fast, you also have to adjust to how things change. I find that a lot of people, whether it is that they have just begun parenthood or they have begun a new season in their lives, that they are stuck in an old season, and therefore we have a problem even adjusting to the new season. So if you're going through any new season, whether it is new motherhood, new parenthood, new relationship or no relationship, whatever season you're going through, it is important for you to be able to adjust and to be able to see things from the new season and say, you know what, this is happening now, what do we do to adjust? I have learned to adjust so many things. What was normally like waking hours for, you know how you just stretch in bed beautifully, now we are woken up with loud cries of, I am hungry, someone feed me. And you have to chap una amkaraka, unagutuka, you do the needful so that the child can calm down, or even just calm her down fast and then feed her. It's very interesting to adjust previously it was just me and my husband. Now we have a third wheeler, a tiny cute third wheeler that now we have to think about. Even now, thinking about date nights, for example, we have to think about how do we go with baby, etc. So it's important to adjust in every new season, every new part you're going through. Adjust so that you're able to cope with the new changes. Okay. Higher. The third thing I have learned, and this was divine intervention. Yani, this is what to God. The third thing I've learned is that God places, you know that verse that says God places the lonely in families. God places us in communities of each other. God gives us people in our lives who will help us in the season we're in, who are going to encourage us. We're going to, God does His work among His people, and He gave us such wonderful community and such a wonderful family that they're really supporting in this time. And so if you're in a new season and you don't have this community, it's probably time to pray and ask God, place me in a community of people where we can work together, where we can walk together and encourage each other. And if you're in that community, appreciate those people, because God places them there. God gives you those people so that you walk together. But if you don't have those kinds of people, if you don't have a community, many times a lot of people go through deep changes, depression, for example. In my case, or in the cases where women don't have support after giving birth, they go into postpartum depression, others even suicide. All sorts of things could happen. But it's not just women after postpartum. It's also people who are going through a new season and they don't know how to cope with it. So if you don't have community, you don't have people to talk to, there's always a need for community. It is necessary to have community. And so if God has given you a community of people who ask you, yo, uko aje, uko wapi, tunakam, nini, or people who just come have a meal at your house, or people who ask you really deep questions like, how are you guys really doing? Those are important people to have. If you don't have those people, pray and ask God. God ni feel nipe community, I say, because God delights to give us community and families like that. The fourth thing I have learned, oh my God, and this was, I think, a lesson before. It's just that it has sunk in this season. Fourth thing I've learned is take care of yourself. I mean, people will take and take and take and take from you and ask, do this and do this and do this. We have demands all around us. Like when you think about a normal young person today, they have demands of work, their parents demand things of them, friends, as in wase who tu in your space demand kitu. And sometimes when you don't know how to say no, you give and give and give, and people will take and take and take. And very few people, as I've said in the previous point, if you don't have a community and don't have people pouring into you, then you'll find yourself giving and giving and giving and then becoming empty. And then when you become empty, then there's a frustration, there's what needs to happen, and then we go into the season of now I'm faking it, I'm okay, I don't want to tell anyone how I'm feeling, but uku inje we are yay, smiles and living our best life, but mazuko ndani unaumia. And so it is important for you to take care of yourself, whatever taking care of yourself means. If it means pampering yourself, taking time out, going to a place where no one knows you and just enjoying nature, taking yourself out for a cup of coffee, resting, as in me enjoy usingizi season. Thank you, Jesus. If it is resting, whatever rest means for you, take care of yourself. If it is even taking dawa, like if you have a condition and you're not taking care of yourself, you're not taking dawa, whatever it is that you need to do to take care of yourself, take care of yourself, because you are all you got. Imagine you are all you got. I keep telling my students where I teach that, if you drop dead like today, imagine we'll come and we will say RIP, we will say how sad we are, and we'll cry and everything, and that will be it. As guys will go back to living our normal lives. You must be able to take care of yourself. Say, I need time for me to read a book, I need time for me it is to sew, I need time for me to rest, I need time for me, and to pull yourself from people and to say, time out, kila mtu, mimi nimeenda ku rest. And it is important to take care of yourself. So take care of yourself, do what you need to do to take care of yourself, and don't compromise, because you are all you got, okay? For those who are wondering how motherhood is, Oh my gosh, it is overwhelming, it is crazy, it is mind-blowing, it is all, it is sweet, it is gooey and also crazy at the same time. It is a lot of things and it can get really overwhelming. And these are some of the things that I have, the things I've spoken about are some of the things that I've learned that have helped me to keep going. I am enjoying every moment of it. I am learning so much, especially about my daughter. I am sometimes I just look at her, I'm like, what are you going to become? Like it is a human being unfolding in front of me, and I have no idea what God is doing, and I'm just like, I want to be part of what God is doing. I look at her and I'm just like, oh, she's so cute, and yet what is she thinking? Who is she going to be? What is her personality going to be like? And I can see how God is continuing to mold her, and it is crazy. Sometimes I'm just like, I can't believe it, and I'm enjoying every moment. Some days are crazy, some days are good, some days are bad. It is, like I said, it is important to have community. There are days I go to my community and I tell them, I am so stressed, and they tell me calm down, and this and the other and the other, and I'm so excited. And so if you want to send encouraging messages, if you want to send your love to Tendai, write on the pick up or chiri. We receive all your love and your kindness. We are just so grateful for everything that God has brought us through, and for you guys for prompting me, for keeping me going, for my family, for my community. You all are amazing, and so see you in the next one. Okay, never you watoshe.